happening, gang? It's your boy Retro back again with another reaction video. Yeah. Today we got another huge update. Now you guys can probably already tell that it is going down. Just by that title alone, you guys are definitely going to want to see this one. So we got those boneheads on the set of ABC's The View essentially begging for another defamation lawsuit after throwing more slanderous attacks on Elon Musk's name. Guys, I'm excited to get into this one, so we're not straight into it. I'll ask that you guys please smack that like button, hit that subscribe button, and without further ado, let's hop straight into it, folks. Check this one out.
Party controls the House. It to a significant degree controls the country, which then steers the course of Western civilization. So it's like, I feel like this is one of those things that may not seem that it's going to affect the entire destiny of humanity, but I think it will.
So, do you agree with him that this race will have that kind of far-reaching implications?
It could be, but you really know when inflation's out of control and you can't buy an election for $20 million.
These ladies think they're so funny, but you also couldn't buy an election for $1.2 billion apparently underneath Joe Biden's economy. Seeing Kamala Harris bankrupting her campaign. Where's my laugh track, guys? I know you're laughing at home at that one.
Can't buy an election for $20 million.
Let him have it.
But I'm not sure that what he said is really that far-reaching. It might have been hyperbole, what he's saying, but it certainly is going to get these Republicans into their little something in a twist.
Well, and this was
because it's a little bit what it's saying to me. Just one point. What it's saying to me is that Americans have had it. Yeah. I mean, in that red state of Florida, which I'm sure you'll bring up, it was a very close race in a certain way compared to what happened last time. So Americans have had it. People are watching and listening, and they're seeing their rights are being eroded, their money's being taken away from them, they're threatening their Social Security, they're firing people en masse. People are
They're threatening. They just fear-mongering at this point. This is fear-monger 101 coming from Joy Behar. She's trying to make these folks really feel like Elon Musk is doing something, stealing from the people, taking away their Social Security, their Medicare. Stop saying that. Oh my goodness. We fact-check this. How many times do we have to say they're not coming after this lady? Wow.
Taken away from them. They're threatening their Social Security. They're firing people en masse. People are catching on to what this regime is doing.
Yeah.
That's all.
And I'm not sure of the existential consequences of this, but what I think we can all say now is this was absolutely a repudiation of Donald Trump and Elon Musk.
Yeah.
Because Elon Musk was not voted in when people voted for Donald Trump. And yet they got him anyway. It was like a 2-for-1 deal.
How was Elon Musk all along the campaign trail, guys? I'm sorry, but it just grinds my gears when they say this. Like, we didn't elect Elon. No one knew that Elon was going to be. We all knew what Elon's job was going to be. It's just you folks, the crooked folks from the left, that don't want that infinite purse to run out, that are freaking out, trying to point the finger and say, Elon, he's the bad guy. He needs to step down immediately. Burn test. Like, come on, man. It's all you guys trying to paint that picture, and it's not going to work. Talk about the folks stepping up and speaking out. That happened November 5th. What happened in Wisconsin? You cannot put that all on the shoulders and the back of Elon Musk. Give us a break.
Nobody asked for. And so this, to me, was something where Elon Musk put his name and face, so did Donald Trump, all over this. And I think that sent people to the poll in spades. The history setting here was huge. 7 polling sites ran out of ballots, or were nearly out, because they weren't expecting that many voters. 3 million voters participated, 40% increase in advance voting, breaking the record set in 2023, exceeded 52% turnout at these polls. And this was actually across the spectrum, which speaks to the divide we're in. It was not one group over the other, but it's also a reminder when people decide to protest vote that not showing up, you might get something worse than you thought.
Good. Right.
So I've been talking about this race for weeks, and I've been saying that if Democrats want to fight, don't shut down the government, engage in this race. And what Democrats did is they raised a lot of money. They actually spent more on the airwaves than Republicans did in this race, something like $40 million. They organized. They actually have a really good party chair in Wisconsin.
Now, what do you mean? They spent more money than Musk?
They spent more on the airwaves. But he was the largest individual donor.
You see, guys, they don't even have the stats correct. They're like, wait, Elon Musk? I thought they spent more on... No. You guys went ahead, put all your effort, your energy into trying to fight fight Donald Trump's mission, his agenda. They knew they needed this. This is their last effort if they were going to stop the big bad evil orange guy in that office. This is what they were trying to do.
Democrats actually raised more money altogether. But the point being, they organized and they showed that they could win here. That is what they should be focusing on. And what Elon Musk did is he may have actually motivated people against voting with the Republican.
Yeah.
I've been in Wisconsin a bunch with candidates. This is the swingiest of swing states. They were the closest state in this last election, and they take that really seriously. They take their civic engagement very seriously. If you come in days before, slap on like a cheesehead hat, and say like, I'm going to buy this election, they don't like that. And I think that there could be some implications here. I've been saying I don't think the Trump-Elon Musk relationship is going to last long. This could get in the way. He likes winning. He likes having a clean record of people he's endorsed. And this shows that Elon Musk just doesn't get it when it comes to politics.
Don't you think Trump enjoys the fact that Elon is even more disliked than he is?
Yeah. Well, and it does give him a foil and someone to point to. But I do want to mention
What are we
Florida.
talking about?
Florida was slightly significant. I don't think it's nearly as, and here's why. The race was much closer than the margins in the presidential election. Donald Trump won by 30 points. This Republican won by about 10. But that's on par for midterm elections. You don't have Trump at the top of the ticket bringing more voters out. But what it does signal is Republicans have a lot of work to do before the midterms, and they're very likely nervous about losing the House after last night's results.
Yeah, I think that's right. You know, to your original question, Whoopi, about, does it matter what's happening on a local level with the courts? I think it absolutely, sort of. I think it really does matter, because what we're seeing is the fight is in the courts, right? Because we have these three co-equal branches of government, and the executive branch and Donald Trump and Elon Musk, they are really trying to take over the functional system of the judicial branch.
Right.
They really are. And so that Michigan win on the Supreme Court for me was extremely important.
Wisconsin.
She had me confused. I'm like, are we talking about the same thing right now? The Sunny host, and here we go. Let's figure it out. We already know why she's going to say it was a huge win. Let's be honest with ourselves. She just wants to fight Donald Trump, battle him every step of the way. It's so annoying with these folks on the left. I mean, you guys had your turn. We let you guys play. For 4 years, we let you guys play. Joe played, even if he put his controller down at times, and we didn't know who was playing for him. He got his turn to play. Give Donald Trump the joystick and let him do what he's going to do. I mean, come on. It's so ridiculous the way they try to fight this guy every single time. Go ahead, Sonny. Let's hear why it's so good that you guys won this crucial
the Supreme
swing
Court for me was extremely important. Wisconsin was extremely important because it's a swing state, as Alyssa said, and also because if you want to vote to suppress the vote, if you want to mess around with gerrymandering, that's something that's going to go right through that court. And so when you talk about the election and the midterms, that court may be deciding something pretty crucial. So I think that's an important thing. What's also important, as to Alyssa's point, is the notion of organization. Yeah. The Green Roots organization that was going on in Wisconsin was really significant. 667,000 people had already cast.
I think she meant grassroots. I'm like, what is she even talking about right now? She doesn't even know what she said. And as far as organization, I'm trying to figure out, like, who did they really organize? From my point of view, it seems like they bought the election. If anyone bought it, it was you guys. You spent more than the Republican Party. Let's be real with ourselves, but they don't see it like that. Let's hear what she's talking
really
about.
Significant. 667,000 people had already cast.
Who led this?
The grassroots, rather. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And the ground game, just the ground game. People on the ground. 667,000 votes have already been cast before Election Day. That is a significant.
And we know what that means. They were mailing in. It's always a little fishy when it comes to that mail-in stuff. Let's be real with ourselves. I think they might have got one over on us. We didn't expect them to stoop so low, but I think they got us, guys.
667,000 votes had already been cast before Election Day. That is a significant turnout, a much more significant turnout than even in 2023 during that election.
Matter.
So I would say that it's a referendum on Trump. Okay. It's definitely a referendum on Musk. He has lost more money in Tesla stock than you can imagine. It's down like 13%.
He bought his company back.
Yeah, he bought his company back. But I do think that Americans are saying, Mr. Musk, you don't get to come in here and buy our courts and buy our elections and buy power. You don't get to do that.
Well, let's not forget.
This is so crazy. Like, just hearing them the way they speak so negatively on Elon Musk. And just a couple years ago, right before he came out and said he was in support of Donald Trump, his common sense agenda, they were on this guy's coattail. I'm talking about Elon Musk. He's the best. They were speaking like, well, we still spoke about Elon Musk like he was a genius, even when he was a part of the Democratic Party. We just kind of questioned, like, I don't know why you're still over there with those folks. But now that Elon has said the Democratic Party is not standing for or aligning with his values anymore, now it's Elon Musk is terrible. He's trying to see what he's trying to do with the world. He's not genius. He's an idiot. Like, huh? We see what you guys are. We see what you truly stand for. If you don't get on board with our narrative, our lousy messaging, guess what? We're going to exile you out. Tell you are a terrible person. Wow.
And buy our courts and buy our elections and buy power. You don't get to do that.
Well, let's not forget that I don't know who it was. It might have been you, Alyssa. I don't know. I'm here, but I don't always remember. There are a lot of people surrounding both these men who are also culpable.
Yes.
Okay? So keep in mind when these elections come up, who you're voting for. And the reason this is happening is because everybody said, okay, we're going to sit back and see. We're not going to jump to the conclusion that this is going to go to hell in a handbasket. Now, while it went to hell in a handbasket twice, and, and came back and has gone its way to hell again.
I don't remember these guys actually watching or overseeing Biden's presidency the same way. I mean, he went 4 years, 3.5 years unchecked with the whole mental capability. His capacity just wasn't there. Unchecked. Donald Trump goes 3 months in, and we're already saying it went crazy 2 times. I'm trying to figure out when it happened the first time. I think we're all good. You guys got, like I said, let this guy have his turn. Even Whoopi's saying we need to let this guy have his turn, but you're not actually doing. You're like that helicopter parent that says they're going to let their child start doing sports, but then you turn into the coach. Like, let him do his thing.
And and came back and has gone its way to hell again. People said, okay, enough. Yeah. You're firing federal workers and you're not telling me why. Yeah. You're not showing me. You might have said, I'm going to clean the swamp, but you're not telling me how you're cleaning it. You're just going in and you're grabbing stuff. You got 4-year-olds running around who are making decisions in places where they have no understanding how things work. They have no understanding how each of these divisions work. So people, I think, got really annoyed because people work hard to learn their jobs.
Yeah.
People go to school, spend money to learn how to do stuff, and here you come in and just smashing them gone. People don't like it when you fire vets. Yeah. They don't like it when you fire vets.
Yo, there we have it, y'all. I'm not sure what old Whoopi was going on about there at the end, saying there's 4-year-olds running around. We're not getting any word on what's being slashed or cut. He's just being slashed and cut. No, it's so transparent. All the slashes, all the cuts that have been made are right there posted on the Doge website. But once again, these loonies on the left, they won't take the time out, do any due diligence. They're just out here headline hunting is what I like to call it, where they go and they see a headline like Trump, the big bad evil orange guy, got rid of this, or Trump, the big bad evil orange guy, just said this, and they don't read the meat and potatoes. They don't do any fact checking, any researching. They just leave it up to the headline. Headline hunters strike again, guys. Definitely hop in the comments section. Let me know your thoughts. Comments are open. I'm excited to hear what you guys are thinking on this. Also, make sure you guys please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. If you'd enjoy more content like this, catch you guys on the next week.